I wish I made this video just a few months ago because 25-year-old virgin just has a better ring to it. It is still just as pathetic and sad. So here we are. Damn. I used to wear my virginity with pride because it was an accomplishment. It had a purpose. I made a pledge with God and myself that I would not have sexual relations until marriage, and I proudly kept that pledge. But then things changed. One of the first questions I was asked when I revealed that I was no longer a Christian was, "Oh, so are you gonna have sex now?" Probably not like that. I read it. In my mind, it read that way. I'm strange. At the time, I was too busy questioning my whole life and existence, and my entire world was crumbling around me. I was in pain and I was dying internally. So what I'm trying to say is that sex wasn't a big concern at the moment. But against all odds, things settled down and I found purpose outside of Christianity, and it was time to rediscover myself. Who am I now? What is left of a person who was built on a base that is now destroyed? I had to rebuild myself, and I feel like I'm still not done, but I do have that sex thing nagging at me. It pokes me from behind. Know that I should not have phrased it that way. Here's my current view on it. Your body is your body, and you should be able to do with it as you desire, as long as everyone involved consents to it. But for me, personally, I still want that first time to be with someone who's special to me, someone I love. It doesn't have to be within the confines of marriage. It probably won't be. But I still want it to not be just some activity I do with just anybody. But I am old now. I am 87 years old in virgin years. Most girls my age are not virgins, and they most definitely don't want a virgin guy. Most girls my age want a guy who's good in bed, and my experience in bed is not the greatest. I turn a lot when I sleep. I wake up in the middle of the night to go to the bathroom, and of course there's the virgin thing, in case I didn't make that clear. I'm very much a virgin. The solution in my mind used to be, okay, I'll just find a younger girl, like 18 or 19 years old. That way the probability that I'll find a fellow virgin is just a little bit higher. But every year I get a little bit older, and 18-year-olds are still just as young. I'm at the freaking point where 18-year-olds are 8 mother flipping years younger than me. Holy crap, I'm old. So, give me a second. It's not that I require a virgin. I'm not some random god who has a virgin fetish. What is it with God and virgins, by the way? That's a topic for another video, I guess. No, I honestly feel inadequate and ashamed to have sex with an experienced girl. I feel ashamed to make this video, but I also felt like I had to for myself. I remember when the 40-Year-Old Virgin came out, and I loved it. It was my favorite movie for a while because it's absolutely hilarious. But now I look back at it and it feels more like a prophetic horror movie. It's not like I haven't had chances to have sex, and I'm probably just saying this to save some face, to feel a little less ashamed. But it's true, I had 2 definite opportunities to lose my virginity, and a few more chances that I could have pursued. But all those chances happened while I was still a Christian, while I was still very much committed to the pledge, while I was still trying to fight for a cause that no longer has a meaning in my life. My gosh. I have been single for over 8 years. My whole entire non-Christian life, I haven't had as much as a kiss on the lips, let alone sexual penetration. And I should probably not describe it that way. That probably is not helping the cause. It's not like I'm desperate to lose my virginity. If I was desperate, I would just go out to clubs or just out. If I was really, really desperate, I would just hire a prostitute to just get it over with. But that's not me. Although, like, when I do think about it too much, my mind does go into this little fantasy where I hire a prostitute and we just end up playing board games and talking all night, and we blossom this into a beautiful friendship. I make her reflect on her life choices. She leaves prostitution behind. Eventually, this leads into a romantic relationship and we seal our marriage with an incredible, amazing night of sex where I lose my virginity and she has the best sex of her life. But then I think about it a little bit deeper, and I just don't think I would have a lot of things in common with a prostitute. Yes, that is what hangs me up on this fantasy. My point is, for all of the couple of people who have asked me if I'm still a virgin, yes, I'm still a virgin. No, I'm no longer proud of it. I'm also not looking to rush into losing it, but it is a big factor in the problematic cycle that keeps me single. It's a hard cycle to get out of. It's getting very hard. It's very hard right now. I feel like I should end with a joke or make this last longer, but perhaps maybe it's appropriate that we finish prematurely.